All right. Let's do this. I'm ready.
Some people dream of success.
Kim was waiting for it.
Wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible.
Kim, welcome back for a 4-month sub. Yes, a lot of people's Twitch Primes have officially gone off. So make sure if you got that Twitch Prime, jam that subscribe button. Welcome back, everyone. It's an impromptu stream, a little challenge. I've given myself 1 hour to attempt to port CaptionR from my good friend Anthony Chu over to Xamarin. Should be straightforward, simple. It's a SignalR application, and one website basically takes in some audio from the browser, and then it communicates that with our cognitive service to take that to text, and then through SignalR does it real time to other people's browsers, which is cool. So I figure why not have a mobile app that could be super useful in general. We're going to start with just the receiver part and maybe do the sender part later. And ideally, if things are working well later on, we can port that over, and hopefully Anthony can demo all this at the build. That's going to be the goal. So where'd the beard go? It's gone. It's gone. It left before I went on holiday because it's bike riding season now. Whenever I don't hurt my back, I hurt my back again. So classic me, always hurting my back. But welcome Chris, welcome Kim, Lashlan, welcome back. Some monkeys in the mail, or stickers in the mail for you, I know. Pindex, welcome back everyone. All right, let's do this. All right, so my good friend Anthony Chu, I forked his repo called CaptionR, and right now it has a View app, some Azure functions, and an Azure SignalR service. And basically it does this. So there's a host session. He'll start talking in real time to it. And then on the other side, it will...
Some people dream of success while you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible.
Nothing is impossible. Welcome back, R2.
Nothing is impossible.
Welcome back. So what this does is it enables you to do translations kind of in real time with channels. I think you can pick the language that you want, which is pretty cool. So the challenge here is to attempt to get the receiver part over here working. Should be easy peasy. I do believe. I do hopefully recommend. We will see. Yes, nothing is impossible.
Nothing is impossible.
Ever. So that's our goal here, to get this working. And then Anthony did a great blog post here all about it. You can bang what here? That should link you over to the repo that I'm working out of today. Should be good to go. Do you not like Not the Beard, Chris, NTR? Is that... And you can see he did it all in VS Code. So there's only there's a C# function with some common code, Java function, a JavaScript function for the back end, and then we need to add some Xamarin apps to this puppy. So should not be very much a SignalR web job, some Azure functions. Let's open it up. I think we can run it locally. Maybe we'll open with 2019. It's fine. Fine, good, not great. It's good, it's good, it's good. It's not great, not great. Okay. It's good.
Some people dream of success while you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible.
Hey friends, my name is Scott Hanselman. You can find me on the internet.
All right, so let us see what happens here. There's some constant files that we have. There's some languages that we have. Good. Chris NTR, thank you for the resub. Subscribe for 2 months. Currently on a 1-month streak. Welcome, good friend. Some sweet emojis are coming to you. So it looks like we have EN, French, Espanol, Korean, Japanese, German that can come through. And the operations, I believe, are pretty simple. So what's happening is, yes. So what can occur here is there's some connection. There's a way to get a list of languages down. Okay. And then HTTP GET. There's a post here that will let me, I guess, post the language code and then subscribe to captions. So we're going to kind of take a look and see what happens here in this app. So let us first create a new folder inside of here. We'll put Xamarin app lowercase, I guess. And then what we can do...
Way up, I feel blessed.
Doug, Duckoder, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. This is a .NET Core 221 app. Let's create a new... All right, I have this here. Let's create a file, new project. And let us create a mobile app. Boop. And we'll create this, we'll call it CaptionR.mobile. Sure. And we're gonna put this inside of, where is it hidden? There we go. Create a new solution. Place solution and project in the same directory. Create. I never know what checkboxes I want to do. We're gonna do a blank app. We'll do add UWP in there for funsies, and we'll go. All right, so the other thing we want to do is my good friend Anthony gave me a cheat sheet. Said there's a cheat sheet here of things you want to look at. So let us go back to that code here. All right, so he said inside of the view app, this is where we want to go. There's gonna be a few things we want to look at. Let's open up a few of these here. The first thing he said, some of the code. So inside of source, views, the connection logic is here inside of the join session. All right, look at this. This is beautiful code. API base, okay. The connection logic from line 57. Ah, got it, from 57. Looks like a regular SignalR, but it's passing an ID in the URL to identify the particular client. This is needed because we don't yet have a concept of connection IDs. So connect on new caption, bind, okay? There's an endpoint to retrieve it. So let's see here. We go into our view app, source, lib, language list, mins. Okay, so there's a way to get languages. Cool. Source, views, join, 37. Okay, language codes, 37. Maps it out, gets a substring, sorts, cool. The last thing that we have on startup, and also when the language dropdown changes, the app should call this API to add the client to the correct group to receive the selected language. The client ID is the same as the GUID generated earlier. add new class. We'll call it constants. Oop. And I think all we need from here is most likely a API base URL. Jeez, Visual Studio, what you up to? And we'll call this a public class. I'll say public const read only API base API. Say get. I do that? What am I? Say equals HTTPS. I guess the base URL we could put it in. So let's do localhost right now. I guess. 5,000. I don't know what I'm going to be running it on actually, but we'll at least have that going on there. And we'll just do a new class and we'll call it our caption reader view model. Okay. And then what we're going to have is we'll delete this main page and we'll put our views where views go in a view folder. And then what we'll do is we'll create a new page, code forms, content page. We'll call it caption reader view. Because it should be page, but what you gonna do? What else do we got? All right, so I got an app, I got a thing, I got a bring in some nuggets. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to bring in SignalR. So I need to double check what package I need, which is going to be on my GitHub page, because I wrote this code before. Shh, don't. I wrote this code inside of my Mott's Codes Live. And I did that inside of this Twitch SignalR Saturdays when I was doing that previously. So I'm about 25,000% sure that inside of my Xam chat app, we have the SignalR Essentials, probably SignalR client. There we go. That's the one that we want. Some updates. Update Xamarin Essentials. Ba-na-na-na. All right, let's browse. Let's add in Mvvm Helpers. Naturally, everybody needs a little Mvvm Helpers in their life. Boop. Okay. And then we want to add SignalR client to all of these, which is this one, not or, right? Is the difference? Why are they so confused? Why are they the same? No, they're the same. This one just, right? Why are they exactly? They are the. Why are they the same, but they have different? I think it's just this one. In a world where I know what package to install, pretty sure it's the client, not core. Yeah, pretty sure. I need to update this. It's not only for ASP.NET Core, it's for everyone. Okay. So we have that, which is rad. We also have this chat service thing. This is where things happen. Which is exciting. This thing is, yeah, it's all in here. It's all happening. Cool. All right, so cool. SignalR basically ready to go. What we want to do is we want to have a few of these pups. Inside of here, we're going to have a base view model. Clickety, clickety, click, click, click. Mvvm helpers. We're going to have a public observable range collection of string. This will be languages. Languages. Get, we'll create a new public caption reader view model. Languages equals new. This thing, bam, awesome, rad. Next thing, a public. Let's create a private. Get a string, and this will be, I guess I'm going to create it in, how am I going to create it? All right, so we're going to create this string, and this will be text. I don't know, text is a good one. String.empty. Still getting used to this keyboard, this clickety keyboard. Clickety clickety click. Public string text equals get return text. Oh, I don't know why I'm returning. Like I don't code anymore. Set property ref text backing store value, and that's it. Boom. All right, the next thing we need to do is let's do another string selected language, and we'll do a the public string of text selected language. Oops. Get, oop, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, there it is. We'll do a get of selected language, and then a set of set property ref text selected language, and then value. Cool, cool, cool. All right, now the other thing we need to do here is we need a few commands. So whenever we change the channel, or we need a I command, a public I command of get languages command. All right. And that's going to go off and get our languages. And then we also need to do a public I command join channel command get. So then what we're going to do is we're going to create a few async task, and we'll do execute get languages command. Cool. All right. And I think that all it's going to do is return a list of strings to me, so that's cool. Like, I think if I open up this function, can I just run this here? There's some JSON settings, local settings. Okay, SignalR connection string, host cores. Pretty sure that this will grab this here. Functions, worker, runtime. Yeah, what he does in the view, which is quite interesting, he takes all the languages and then he maps them to codes. And select language will take in a language code. This.client ID. Where's that client ID come from? User ID. I guess it's just a GUID. We've got our function running locally. I like that. I like that. Functions everywhere, I say. Okay, so got a few things. Okay. Caption. Doing 4 jobs, so nothing works, so that's good. Perfect. Failed index. Select language. Oh, SignalR connection string. I guess I need to set that somewhere. Does he have a setup guide? Every time. Maybe he has a setup guide here. So, to do architecture. Project setup, front end, back end. You also need to create a couple of free Azure stuff. Okay. And in the free tier. All right. All right. Here. I think it should just work, right? Azure SDK shell, AZ login. Okay. Let's actually generate a new code, because let's put some secrets on. Easy login, and then we'll go to Microsoft device login. Device login should be authenticated with a code. Boom. Pick my account. You have now signed in. You can close this window. Okay. Let me just clear this out. Guess I need to. Can I just create this list? That work? Yes. Ooh. I broke something. Oh, name. Let's see what this says. It says parameter account name must conform to the following patterns. Ooh. I wonder if I could just go and create this in Azure. Speech service. Probably easier to do. Account keys list. Where did these resource groups come from? I probably have to like specify a one. Let's see here. So probably not Australia. Let's say US West. We'll say, put that under my MSDN. We'll call this Mott Signal or CaptionR. CaptionR. This is the beach. Pricing tier free. For a new resource group, we'll call that. I'm probably supposed to enter the names of those resource groups. So CaptionR. Boop. 8. Then it says also should create a SignalR service. Do that. This one. Off to the races doing something. All right. Cool, cool. This will be Mott's CaptionR. Then enterprise resource group. Boom. Put in West US. Configure pricing tier. I like free. Seems good. Default mode. All right, that sounds good. Default. Okay. So then my assumption here is if we go back into my function, I should be able to say my connection string is, let's go secretive again. Oh, yeah, they did have Navi in that as well. I've noticed that a lot of times. Some of these tracks, dude, they do their own thing. So in our CaptionR service, boop, 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 boop. I need to turn off this Azure thing. I can't see anything. Okay, where's my website at? Huh? Where is the website at? Like, where do I find the website? In CaptionR, there's my cognitive service. Here's my CaptionR. You can't see it because I have it hidden. Gale, quick start. Give me a code. Keys? No. Assume the connect. Okay. Connection string. Copy. This must be the full connection string. That's probably secretive. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, let's. Does that Azure Mass thing work? Okay, cool. All right, so I grab my keys out of here, where these happen to be. And then, ideally, if I run this again, this was all. Run this. See if this works. Maybe. I think I have it. All right, so still broken. Error indexing negotiate. Oh no, it's running. Caption. So if I go here, go into my browser. Does that work? Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. So this gets a string return out of here, which is great. Okay, so what we want to do then is keep that running. And inside my constants, we're gonna just put this as my base URL of that. Cool. And then, yeah, we're gonna have our get languages. So we'll just try that. And we'll do a, let's say text equals unable. Okay. Then what we'll do here is we'll do a client, and then client, and we'll do a get okay, so should be this, which is good. Cool. And then can't I have it so it takes in a base URL, base address equals constants dot API base URL. Like that. I'm pretty sure that's what I want to do there. Like that, right? No? Oh, equals a new URI associated with that. There we go. I think that's correct. And then now every time I call client, that should get it for me. Then I can say var post, I'll say languages, and I'll say get, and I'll say await, and I'll say client dot get string async, and then the request URI, I'm pretty sure I can do API/languages. In there, boom. And then I can do, I guess they're just strings. So then what I can do is I can say, here we'll do a list of string. Or what is it going to return? Maybe an IEnumerable? Do a list of string. We'll just have this as our languages. We'll say full languages. Okay, full languages equals new list of string. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Then we'll do full languages dot clear. Let's say full languages dot add range, and then we'll do a JSON convert. Not JSON, JSON. Okay. Boop. Then we'll say dot deserialize object. This will be a IEnumerable of string. Okay. That'll be the languages. I guess this is just our JSON. I like to just call that JSON whenever it's JSON. Like, hey, this is JSON coming in. JSON.net. IEnumerable. Did I spell it right? Just make it a list then. What did I do wrong? Oh, I forgot that. There we go. Cool. There's my JSON. And then what we did is we had a list of languages. So languages dot replace range. And then what we can do here is we'll say full languages dot, what does he do in here? Displays the languages data. That's interesting. Substring 0 to 2 map. I can do full languages dot select language l dot bring in our good friend link. Boop boop. That's substring 0 2. Okay, so that should give us our languages. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say, and then we can say if selected language string is null or white space selected language and languages dot count greater than 0. We'll do selected language equals languages dot, I guess we just do all right, cool. We got that in there. Now all we need to do is set up our interface, our command, get languages command equals a new command, async, and then we'll do a little await here. It's like James Power coding. If you get languages command, execute. How fast can I type? How fast can I type? All right, cool. All right, so in our caption reader, what we're going to do is give this a new content page dot binding context, and this is going to be a view model, a caption reader view model. Close that out. Please tell me the IntelliSense works. Yes. All right, cool. And then what we want to do here is we're going to do a scroll up. Let's do a grid. I love grids. And let's see if any of this. The grid. We're going to want to scroll view at some point. Actually, let's just do a stack. No, let's do a grid. Yeah, and we'll do a grid dot row definitions, and we're gonna do just 2 rows. That's cool. When in doubt, report a problem. Definitely has it. Now my mouse doesn't want to work. Next thing is get a hardwired mouse. Enough Bluetooth. I'm sick of Bluetooth. Forms previewer. Shows that not referenced. When in doubt, report a problem. Yes, did that. Done. That's quick. Cool. All right, probably if I rebuild it works fine, I bet. All right, so we got our row definitions, and let's do a row definition. We're just gonna do 2 and height. Oh, let's do 3. Let's do 2. We'll do. Oh, I wonder if it's because of that. I wonder if it's because of this. There's no main page. Navigation page, new caption reader. Still should show it though.
I'm way
Yep,
up.
I feel blessed. Glenn Wester in the house. Glenn, my man, with an amazing telescope, showing us all the great views of launches of SpaceX, of the stars, of the moon. Everything that you do is inspiring, and I love you and I miss you. I deleted my Instagram, so all I can see now is via the Twitters. So bad panda, but it's okay. But yes. Oh, Glenn, I love you. I miss you. Let's do a column definition. We're just gonna split it in half. So we'll star it here, and then we'll do another column definition where we do a width and we do half here. And then let's see if this build worked again or not. This should work. If not, then we want to put that scroll view in, but we want to put that scroll view in grid. Oh. Grid dot row 1. And yeah, this thing is great because I think what we're gonna do is just do. Where's all of our D:" stuff? I thought we had it in the default. Next branch. Oh, maybe we didn't do that insertion yet. I bet that's probably it. We don't want all of this junk, but we do want some of it. There we go. Is it mad at me? Could it not find my NuGet packages? Restore. installed. Do I not have Xamarin Forms? Yeah, share it all. I love it. This is Forms 4.0 preview 8. That's interesting. Yeah, man, I love the stuff that you're doing. It seems like you're having a lot of fun. I'd love to get coffee sometime and catch up with you. It'd be super fun to do. The binding to text. And this should work. I think it's actually going, maybe. I'm also doing a lot of home roasting of coffee now, so that's pretty fun. I think that because I deleted a bunch of stuff, I think that it's confused as to if the NuGet packages are there. You can see that they're not actually in this list, but they are, I can almost guarantee, if I was to unload it. Feel as if something happened somewhere. It didn't like save the file or something. But if I close the solution and reopen it, let's try that really quick. There we go. Oops. Yeah, whenever you're up here, if I come down, are you still in San Francisco? I assume, because I can come, if I come down there, I'll let you know. Oh, cool. This is getting this stuff. Languages, got the languages, cool. All right, so what we need in the first, this should also be rid of that. Let's see if this is coming up. There they are. There they are. All right, so this also needs to be a grid column span. So we want to expand that column across. Oh, did it also on Visual Studio? You got this. Yeah, we actually for the first time bagged the coffee, put it in a bag, did a logo on it and everything, gave it to my sister and brother-in-law. It was kind of exciting. That's good. Okay, good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Every weekend, about 8 ounces I do. It doesn't take too long either, maybe like 10 to 15 minutes a batch, with cooling down and getting ready and prep. So there's our text. What we want here is probably like a padding of 5. And then what we want here is we're gonna want a, let's do a font size of medium. And then 16 then, okay. And then let's do a font, and then we'll do wrap. Nope. Why can't I ever remember this property? The stupid duper property. Where is it? Low layout, max lines, line break mode. Word wrap. Boop. Oh, nice. Yeah, that'd be rad. The Zeppelin. Oh, we should have you come back on the show and then do some like Zeppelin integration. That'd be rad. All right, so what we want to do here is we're going to do a picker, and then the picker has a selected item, and we'll do a binding to selected language, and then we'll do a language or items source, a binding to languages. Cool, cool. And then that's good. We'll do a, oh, there it is. Cool. You know what? We also have a Xamarin Forms. We wrote this thing. Put this thing. Where is it at? That's a picker. That work? I don't actually know if that works. That should all work though. We should probably have a... I want to have a padding there, but I do, I guess, want to have a margin of 5-0. Then what we want to do is we want to put a stack layout over here. We're going to put the stack layout with a grid dot column of 1 and then a horizontal vertical options of center. Okay, and then we're going to put 2 buttons in here. Text will be get languages, and then a button that says text start. And then we want a 0. And this should be a horizontal, no vertical options of center. I'm gonna think that this maybe should go. And then what we'll do is we'll do another button of... It'd be fun. I'm in. Glenn, back on the show. Grid dot column. Oh, maybe you know what we'll do is put that on the bottom, because that'll give it some buffer, I think. And then what we can do down here is we can just do this. We'll say vertical fill on expand. And then down here we'll do a grid dot row equals 1 and a grid dot column span equals 2. Do text and how's that? Boop, boop. Doop, 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 doop. And then we can do d::text and we'll say this some sample being read. There we go. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. And now it should wrap. Cool. I wonder if this is... That shouldn't come in. Okay, cool. So this looks good. This is exactly what we wanted to have. And then what we need on this button is a command that says binding get languages join channel command. Then this one should be a button command that says get binding of get languages command. Then probably inside of our caption, our constants, what is that local host that we need? Going to be over here. Helpers, but there's a constants folder right here. 1010. This. Public. It's in here, public, and then string. Here, Xamarin Essentials. And here, let's do a little loop. Cool. Does that work? And that doesn't work. How come that doesn't work? Oh, spelled it wrong. Cool. All right, why is Teams open? Don't open Teams, thank you. Get out of here, Teams, I say. All right, so that looks good. And probably what we need in here, let's just see if this runs. All right, so we have this here. We're gonna get our languages. I see even has a gonna get our languages. We can select a language that'll change. Hub connection builder with URL. Oh, client ID. I think it's just a unique GUID that we pass in for this. Well, so if I go to my caption view model, pretty sure what we'll need here is a what did we call it in my hub connection? There, and then when we init, we're going to with URL build. We can do this here. This is going to be with what? This client ID thing. /API/client ID. Then we need a string client. And client ID. GUID dot. Good. Dot to string, I'm pretty sure. This will be .build. Cool. This building is still building. It's cool. Oh, launch an emulator. Close out. All right. There's our connection hub, and then okay. What else do we do here? Update languages. So whenever I pick a language, I want to also subscribe to that language, I guess. Oh, and there we pass it JSON. We pass it a language code and a user ID. Interesting. Because on the back end, what does this take in? In our operation. Takes in a /user ID /negotiate. Select language. Dynamic payload. So we can just give it JSON results. We have a language code and a user ID in the payload. We can pass it the string in. More smaller when at base URL constant. I did add this here. Right. / client ID. Oh, it's actually running. Let's see if I can get languages. Oh, there we go. Boop, 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 boop. So that actually worked. That called the back end, and then we could say whenever we change this thing, fire it off to actually get it. We can also do this. We can do a activity indicator. We'll say is running, bool binding to is busy, and is visible binding to is busy, and then grid dot row span equals 3, and then grid dot column span equals 2, and then we'll say default is visible equals true. Oop. That should show up side of there. Boom. Oh, that's good. Huge. Center. Oop. All right. That we can see that we're doing something. They can't check on anything. This button will be is enabled if binding equals is not busy, and the same thing true here on our other button. Boop. Enable those there, and let's do the same thing on our picker. All right, cool. So then inside of our view model, we can say if is busy, turn, else is busy equals true, and finally is busy. Cool. Okay, so then what we need to do is I guess in a world, I guess whenever you change the language, you want to register that in general. But I guess the question is, do you think he auto connects to it? Like there's select language on mounted connects with the client ID, and whenever that happens, you get a new caption. Okay, interesting. So what do we do inside of our other thing here? So we have all this other hub logic. Yeah. I think here we just have all this code. Connect async, disconnect async. Shove all the hub connection code in here. We'll do a public. We'll do a bool is connected, get set. Okay. Don't have any active channels. And then here, whenever we on close, laser calls. We do this here in our constructor. Oop. User. A random in here. Line. Connect async, so let's kind of keep trying to connect here. If so, And I think whenever we come into this page, we can, I wonder if I want to do a connect. Like, hey, you selected a language, connect. Seems like he connects automatically. So we probably do want to call that connect. We can do on. And it seems as if the code here gets a new caption, and it's just a string. Oh no, it's not a string. It's a caption with an offset. I don't know what he's doing. Captions map. Oh, I think he just adds it. Every time there's an on new caption. It's a new caption. Definitely do this. This is new. And what is it sending is the question. So we set this up, and every time it does a new caption, should be, that's the SignalR service, which is group name. Caption. Okay, so there's a new, okay, offset of language, offset text. So that is a new caption. If we add a new model in here, assume it is sent as a dynamic. All these dynamics. It's like, oh, new SignalR message comes in. It has a arguments of a caption, which has other stuff. All dynamics. Great. All dynamics. But it is a dynamic, a dynamic, a dynamic. Why is it a dynamic? Oh, geez. Feels like this is not super C-sharpy. Why couldn't we have things? Could be a new caption. My assumption here is this would be a public class. This would be a public string of, we have language, definitely a string, an offset, which I assume is an integer, and text. Language, offset, text. Okay, and then we need our good friend JSON. And then what we're gonna do is a property page. Much better. Offset. All right, so then in theory, instead of this being a string, it's going to be a new caption that's going to come in. Boop. Then we should be able to update something here, I assume. I don't know, but we can do, what do we call the thing? Essentials, Xamarin.essentials, .main thread dot. And we could do this. do text equal to caption.text, maybe just see what happens there. Who knows? In a world where who knows what that will do. Selected language, do this thing. So whenever we change it, I think that he just changes it automatically, and then we try to connect. So here, I'm pretty sure what we want to do is just do like connect async. If I did caption connect, I don't really want to do it on creation. So ideally, these are public tasks. So let's go into our code behind here. We can say override on appearing, and override cool. And then we'll do a caption reader. Guess I'll go what? Do cool. And then here we'll just do wait view model. Connect async. And then we'll do down here is we'll do wait view model. Let's connect. All right, cool. I really got to go because it is time for me to go to the grocery store. And I don't want to upset anybody. But I want to definitely try to finish this. Maybe I'll come back tonight and crush this code. I feel like I'm getting closer. I think I need to run the view app though, and that's a little bit disappointing that I don't have anything to talk into. But here, if I talk, I think what we want to do is whenever we change the language in the picker, I think we can just get rid of this. Oop. And then what we can do is we have a start, we have a stop. I think that what we can do is get languages, select language. And then what we can do is we could do something like do if this will return a true or false. And we can say and here this will be null, but what this join channel is actually going to be is not join channel but rename. This will be change language command. Oop. And then here what we'll do is this change a language command, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do a post here. All right. Does some stuff. Doing some stuff. Okay, assume that it's. Oh, there's a start live share. HTTP client overload. Oh, I think that it calls this backend and then it gets a 500 back from it here. Interesting. So it tries to call this. It's negotiate. And it can't negotiate. Is there a $sign in there? Did I mess that up some? Oh, that's why. I mean, it's a client ID, but... So it calls this backend. Let's walk through this code really quick. Calls this backend, calls negotiate. This thing has the backend code that it's communicating with. And then I get my languages. That seems fine. Whether that crashes, though. I don't think the connect... Calls this build on caption, new caption. I assume that this can maybe throw an exception. If that happens, then we need to pop up a dialog box and go from there probably. Okay. They're definitely closer. I think that yeah, this calls this backend. Negotiate can't be invoked from the Azure Web Jobs SDK. Is it missing Web Jobs attribute? Function name. This has the Web Jobs extension. I'll have to ping him on it. We'll see. All right, everyone, I'm gonna go to the grocery store. We're gonna try to finish this maybe later, maybe not later. We'll see. I think it's really close though. I feel like it's just an issue with not my code, but with his code. So we should be able to finish this off. Yeah, that is weird. Interesting. Okay. I'll copy this out to a thing, a log file, and I'll post it to him. All right, cool. Thanks everyone for hanging out for a bit. I'll be back later. Hopefully maybe tonight or maybe tomorrow. We'll crush this code. All right, cheers. Bye.